I did my project on the Angel of Hadley and its impact on Gothic literature. I did not know anything about this legend until I did research of my own. I originally wanted to do the Salem witch trials, or something of that nature. I was immediately hooked on its Gothic literature-sounding tones, which I hoped to argue for, and with some research on articles, I think I did. I think ultimately the biggest thing I learned was how experiences and perspectives of an experience influence the idea of storytelling and Gothic literature. People write in bias with different perspectives because each person is born differently in the different cultures that they grow up in. It is interesting to see how a story like this, especially one that no one really recalls or remembers, in that it is not one that is especially popular, to have such an impact on a genre of literature that is a big form of entertainment, namely in plays, musicals, movies, and television. I would argue my thesis is correct. The legend had a huge impact on the creation of the Gothic genre due to elements of subjects like, for example, supernaturalism. Even comparing and contrasting the legend with Gothic novels is an interesting sight to see. I also wrote on the history of the legend and the things to follow it. The Angel of Hadley was in fact a real person, not some sort of supernatural being. He is General William Gough, or at least this is who historians believed him to be, a man who was an accomplice in regicide in England and had to flee for his life. He lived a life of exile until he helped with becoming this historic legend, who helped a group of worshippers in defending them from battle during King Philip's War. This heroic act would cause an uproar in the town of Hadley and would have an impact on the Salem witch trials and the Gothic genre, which I have already mentioned. The Gothic genre would be a turning point for the advancement of literature. The Gothic genre would also include great classics such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Stevenson's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. All in all, this legend still has an impact today, and it is easy to see its influence. When the aforementioned Angel of Hadley appeared, many people would discourage and call the story myth because different people have different experiences, as I have already said. I have thought of this story often and how it could connect to my faith. Particularly, we are all storytellers based on the lives we live or the things we create, with God being the ultimate creator and storyteller. So we should all live in ways that tell the truth and glorify Him, especially in what we believe and what He has given us the opportunity to create.